It's very difficult to have hope without a vision, and I mean that technically. So hope is a positive emotion. There's a neurobiological system that mediates positive emotion, and you feel positive emotion primarily when you're moving towards a goal. And so that means if you don't have a goal, you can't experience any positive emotion. And if you can't experience any positive emotion, you can't have any hope. So then the question is, well, how do you develop a positive vision so that hope can be restored again in your life? Allow yourself to daydream, essentially, to imagine, to play a game in a way with your own imagination. The game is this, is imagine that it would be okay, existentially speaking, if things worked out for you. You have to allow yourself that privilege, the privilege to believe that any excess suffering on your part is unnecessary, that it would be acceptable for things to work out for you. Then you have to have the faith that that might be possible and that it would be a good thing. And then you have to ask yourself what it is that you would want if you could have what you wanted. And so that's where the daydreaming comes in, and you have to confer with yourself like you would confer with someone you don't know, because you don't know yourself that well. So you might say, well, if I could have what I needed and wanted to put myself in a position that would be good for me, good ethically, in 5 years, what would that look like? And then you let your mind envision. That's the daydreaming. To literally imagine, allow yourself to imagine what it is that you would want and need if you could have what you wanted and needed. And then to write for 15 minutes about that. And then to write for 15 minutes about how miserable your life could be if you let your bad habits take the upper hand. Then that kind of gives you poles in your life, right? You have something to aim at upward. That's the hope-inducing element of it. You have something to avoid that can help you get your anxiety and even your anger on your side. There are memories pertaining to that breakup. Often before you can move forward and envision what the future could be, you sort of have to know where you are. Just like if you're trying to navigate with a map, you have to know where you're positioned on the map before you can chart out your course to wherever you're going. And my suspicions are that your concept of your life also requires some updating. You need a vision, right? And that'll give you something to work for, and that'll restore hope, technically speaking.